Guys, if a woman won't go on a date with you that costs under $20, she's not interested in you. You are basically having to pay her. Listen again. A woman who's not willing to go on a date with you because she's excited about you or wants to see you or get to know you, she's going to charge you money for the date. So when you're paying for dinner and all that, you're paying to take her out, because she's not going to go out with you unless you're paying for her time. She's basically a form of a sugar baby or a prostitute, and that's what you want to take out. Wake up. I guarantee you this. Those same ladies that will not go on a coffee date with you, if some celebrity they liked or some hot guy they liked asked them out for a walk, you bet your life they would go. You're just not hot enough. Or they're just not interested in you, or they're just low-life losers who don't appreciate men. I'm here to teach you guys something. I'm a mother, and I was married 25 years, and I will tell you, I also have a brother who used to spend a lot of money taking women to dinner when he worked in New York City on Wall Street. And he would take these women to these expensive restaurants, and they would pick the most expensive thing on the menu, and he would keep doing that because he wanted to be chivalrous and be a gentleman. But these women never appreciated it. And after a while, he got resentful. He's like, they always want to go out, and they never want to cook for me. And I met a few of the women he dated. They were all selfish bitches, except a couple that he unfortunately let go. But I digress. My sons don't lead with money. They go on dates they can get women without having to pay. Because when you're in college, you don't have a lot of money. Guys, wake up. Don't date these entitled women who are only going to go out with you if you're paying them for their time. Basically, if a woman only goes to dinner with you, if a woman will only go out with you if you take her to dinner or something expensive, she's not into you. I'm a woman, I'm telling you, she's not into you. She'll go if you pay for her, but women like that are either not into you or they're entitled, they're not nice. These women are not going to cook for you, bring lunch to your work, care about how your day was, even care about your finances. But what you must do to keep a woman interested, you cannot be boring, you have to be interesting. You have to plan a fun, adventurous date, something novel. You have to be fun and interesting. You have to bring some adventure or something new into her life. Otherwise, why would she want to go? And honestly, meeting for coffee at Starbucks is boring. I would not want to recommend that at all. But there could be like an offbeat kind of like coffee or tea shop, or there could be like a Japanese tea house, or even like sunset walk on the beach, or I don't know. There are some really second date ideas that cost no money at all, like doing a workout together, going to a gym, even taking a class together, like yoga, hot yoga, or doing a trail run together, going grocery shopping together, even kayaking, some kind of outdoor activity could be fun. I'm just trying to think of some different things. But if she's like, I want to go to Disneyland, or I want to go to this dinner, you're basically a sugar daddy who's not getting fucked. Of course, if she ends up fucking you, then you got a low price fuck. So maybe that works for you. But honestly, you guys, I really think that the purpose of dating, like, what do you want it to be? Are you subscribed to the mindset that she's going to be a stay-at-home mom and you're the provider? Because how we start the date is how we set the intention for how we are going to have the relationship go. If you want a traditional relationship or old-fashioned where you're the provider and the woman is showered with your money and your gifts and your provisioning, then by all means start the date with something where you're providing. But I think most people can't afford that these days, and most people don't want that. And a lot of women are earning more money than you guys are. So I think it's nice for the men to be chivalrous and to be a gentleman, but I don't think it has to be done in the same way of that he's paying for everything. It's just my opinion. And a woman who's interested in you wants to get to know you. I mean, I would think, in my opinion, a relationship is about people who want to build a life together, and that involves caring about each other's finances and wanting to get to know each other. And I want to know, do I like this guy? And I'm extremely selective and hard to get, and I do not use men. I have seen my sister use men her whole life. We would go out to the bars when we were in college, and she would get some guy to buy her a drink and then walk away, and I would never do that because that's using men, and many women use men. So you want to weed those women out, in my opinion. A woman who's interested in you is not going to require you to spend money to go out with you. And I'll give you an example. So today I saw a guy in my neighborhood walking around, and I was walking with this dress out to my car, and he saw me and I saw him, and he was, I would say he was in his 30s, and he had a beard, a beautiful beard. He was so sexy. And if he would have asked me for a walk, I would have gone on a walk with this guy. I would not need dinner. I wouldn't need him to spend money on me. A first date could have been a walk. I would have been happy with that. I would not need him to spend money on me. I already have money. I have my own money. And I would be like, I'm just so excited to be in the presence of this masculine man, or like someone that I really admire or look up to. If someone I really admired, like a journalist I really admired, asked me on a date that was just a walk around the block, I would go. I would go. I would not need him to spend money on me. That's what I want you guys to realize. All these women that want you to spend money on them or they won't meet you, they're not interested in you. They're not. It's all about what they can get. And a lot of that could just be what they've seen on social media. They could be converted to a more healthy view if they're listening to my videos. You know, ladies, a man should treat you with respect. He should set the date up well in advance, a few days or a week in advance. He should be on time. He should be well dressed. He should be able to, and notice how you feel around him. Is he interesting? Do you feel safe? Is it exciting? Does he take interest in you? How do you feel around him? And you don't have to get all dressed up on the first date. Just business casual is fine. He has to earn the right for you to get dressed up and wear something more sexy. It's just an introduction. It's mostly supposed to be like, do you like this guy enough to want to get to know him more? He should set up a fun, adventurous date, and possibly, if he's really creative, he can find a lot of things that are fun and exciting that don't cost any money or very little money. An interesting coffee shop, and like some kind of interesting park where there are ducks, where you feel safe, feeding the ducks, or I don't know, meeting at an art museum on a free museum day possibly, especially if he's a student and doesn't have money. Good second date ideas are working out together, maybe taking a yoga class, meeting at the gym for some weights or cardio, grocery shopping together, even, I don't know, going through Home Depot and seeing, you know, I like these kind of flowers, what kind of flowers would you like? Reading books together and discussing books or discussing podcasts, going to a lecture or something. I don't know, taking your dogs to the dog park. The idea is like, I think a lot of women have been led astray by the social media influencers who are very superficial. We're about to go into a depression, guys. You need to save your money. I mean, if a guy is not saving for his future and doesn't own a house, he should not be spending a lot of money on dates. He should be building his finances. Ladies, do not, if you have a guy that is paying for an expensive dinner on the first date, he's either love bombing you or he's a simp. In either way, it's not going to end well. You're not going to want to fuck him. Just saying. But I will be back for the comments.